All right, Coach Lee here, and we are running towards the holiday season. Wanted to break down a few things that, what does Christmas mean to me, and how can you nail your best Christmas? How can you nail your best Thanksgiving? How can you nail your best New Year's? Let's talk about all that. So basically, for endurance athlete, these are the darkest days, the shortest days of the year. Unless you're living in Southern California or somewhere else, just absolutely amazing, Florida. It can get pretty sad. It can get pretty dark. It can get pretty depressing over these years. And so one of the things that I love about the actual holiday of Christmas is that, it was created well before that little fella was born in a manger. It was created by pagan cultures, the Greeks, the Romans, Druids before that. It was just the idea that in the darkest day, the most depressing days of the year, let's have a party, right? Let's have fun. And so that's kind of the idea where the whole Christmas celebration was originally born. Was the idea is that it can't get any worse, man, in terms of the calendar, in terms of the weather, in terms of the amount of sunlight. So let's have a party. That's really how I treat it. And, Christmas over the years and in my life has become extremely important for that very reason. Just the darkest days of the year. Let's have a party. Let's have fun. And so that's just one of the biggest things that I take away every year. And I just look forward to Christmas more and more. I surround myself with great food, great music, holiday music, just everything. I really get into gift giving presents like that. And it's just, I really start thinking about Christmas about June 1st. That's when I start buying my Christmas presents for the year. And so by the time we get to Christmas, I just have the biggest smile on my face. It's a great day. And then we got January 1st, right? We get to celebrate the idea of remaking ourselves, of doing things better in the next year. And so that's always a great holiday. Then we got Valentine's Day, which I love, right? So we get to fall back in love in the middle of February. Then, we have St. Patrick's Day after that. And so, from Thanksgiving to St. Pat's, I really try to do each and every holiday as best I can as an endurance athlete, as someone who really needs that sunlight and someone who really wants to be out there. So I have a quick checklist of things that we can do to nail your best holiday season. And so before we go through this checklist really quick, let's just jump into a couple quotes, right? So first of all, I absolutely believe that we are on our epic quest. You are on your epic quest over the holidays. And the holidays, while it's a great time, it's a time for celebration, it's a time for food, it's a time for alcohol, all that great stuff. We still have big goals. We still have big events, and we are still on our epic quest. And so basically, here's a couple quotes. Old standby coach John Wooden. Success should also be measured by our ceaseless effort to reach our own personal best. I love this quote from Wooden. This is, one of my takeaways that I give all my clients. And, that's when you think about what is success, is it that top step? Or is it your ceaseless desire and practice of perfection, right? I go with that latter. All right, then Joe Friel. Striving for peak performance is a 24-hour-a-day, 352-day-a-year task. Racing at the highest possible levels demands a full-time commitment that is not just training related, right? I love this. Joe Friel doesn't say, except for the holidays, except for Christmas, except for New Year's. It's a 352-day-a-year task, okay? So when it comes to the holidays and training discipline, I'm kind of, I really can only use a swear word here, but I'm pretty hard through this, right? We are on our epic quest. We need to train. We need to get through these holidays, having fun, being rejuvenated, but we still need to follow a plan. We still have big goals. And so that's one of the crucial things for me. All right, so let's go through this checklist right now. So first of all, you are on your epic quest. That's the most important thing. So this is called your epic quest checklist. First, tell your family. Communicate. This is so important. You can't just be on an epic quest and not tell anybody about it. So if you're spending holidays with the family, you got to let them know that you're on your epic quest. And here's how I recommend you do it. You just walk into the living room, all your family's sitting there, and you just say, family, I'm on my epic quest. I will not be deterred over the holiday season. It's that simple, okay? Get that done. That's really big. Second, plan. Have a good plan. If you have your plan, that's if you're a self-coach athlete or if you're working with a coach, really, talk about the plan. You might have a few days of travel, things like that. And so build that into the plan, have it planned out, have, time at the mother-in-law's, all that figured out and in your plan. I work on the Training Peaks platform. We have a fantastic calendar. You can put all that into the calendar so that you can nail your training. Next, if there's a problem with, doing your 5-a-days, your 6-a-days per week, then you can only get 3 days. Choose the harder workouts. Choose the quality workouts. Maybe even get in a little more intensity than you normally would in a week, right? So that's standard things. Nutrition. So this is going to be one of the biggest things, right? The nutrition, you're going to have plates of food. You're going to have everything around you. There's lots of tips for how not to eat too much at Christmas. You can Google that. My thing is just don't do it. Don't do it, right? Self-control, self-discipline. Don't eat too much over Christmas. Don't gain 15 pounds over this holiday season, which you then have to spend January and February working off. That's a path towards misery, right? And I've seen it happen. Alcohol. Well, I'm the problem with this. I'm one of the biggest violators of this. You can drink too much alcohol, and then that leads to bad decisions. So not only do you have the empty calories of the alcohol, but then that leads to further bad decisions. And I'm the king of that, right? So when I used to drink, I haven't had a drink in almost 3 years now. But come Thanksgiving, I would buy just tons of bottle of vodka. I'd get my training in, and then pretty much every drink with a family member, with, whoever I was with or celebrating the holidays with, we would all be having drinks. We would all be mixing, everything with vodka or whatever. Basically, really moderate your alcohol consumption. And if you can, just say, hey, today I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to have any alcohol whatsoever on those high days that, you can make a lot of bad decisions with your nutrition. All right, functional strength. If you have to miss some workouts, there's tons of stuff that you can do. Functional strength. You can do lunges, jumps, core work. There's plenty of ways to keep moving forward. And that's one of the things I always stress with my athletes. How can we move forward this week? Okay, for whatever reason, travel, this, that, you can't get a workout in. Well, there's still lots of things you can do. If you have a hallway, you can work out. There's lots of way. Core work, going for walks, right? All these things, you can still keep moving forward. Walking is crucial, right? Go for walks, go for family walks, go look at those holiday lights, get out there, keep walking. Lastly, take care of your team. This is one of the most important things. Teamwork makes the dream work. Over these holiday seasons, like a lot of people are stressed out. They're still working. Maybe your bike mechanic is still working. Maybe he has to work the day before, the day after Christmas. Treat your bike mechanic right. Take him his favorite beer. Give him his, Amazon gift cards, whatever, right? But treat that mechanic right. Teamwork makes the dream work. Take care of your team, whether it's your mechanic, whether it's your, your bike fitter who just did an amazing job for you, whether it's your, LBS, your local bike shop, whether it's anybody. It's the person who, if you're one of my junior athletes, if you're a junior watching this, if it's the person cooking your meals, give them a special thank you. If it's the person driving you from race to race to race, give them a special thank you, right? Teamwork makes the dream work, and this is one of the most amazing times of the year to celebrate your team, to really let your team know how special they are, okay? So that's all I have. That will help you nail your best holiday season ever and put you on your path to your epic quest.